going, movie fans? My name is Jonathan. I am a man of movies. Real quick, I thought that I wasn't going to review this film, but it is the first official 2021 release film that I've seen this year. For that reason alone, I thought maybe I'd just give my quick thoughts on it. There are more movies in 2020 that have yet to be released that I still want to watch. I still want to review before the Oscars in April, I believe. So with that being said, let's get right into The Little Things is written and directed by John Lee Hancock and stars three of the biggest stars in Hollywood today. We have Denzel Washington, Rami Malek, and Jared Leto, all who are big Academy Award-winning actors. The film itself is a crime thriller, with Denzel's character being a small-town cop who was once a big-shot detective, and Malek now being that young up-and-coming detective. And after a murder, after this crime, it brings back some memories for Denzel of one of the cases that he worked on. So he decides to team up with Malek to search for the killer, to search for a suspect at least. Come in Jared Leto, who is that suspect. And now we're on this ride of just seeing who did this and how this affects the people working the case. Obviously, I'm going to talk about the acting. We got three big actors in this film, and of course, they bring it their all. We got Denzel, who does no wrong in this movie, and Rami Malek, who has such an emotional disposition throughout the whole film that we can't help but be convicted by the way he acts, especially toward the end of the film. And Leto, this is like another Joker type of character. He's nuts, he's crazy, he's weird in this movie, and he plays it to a T. The premise is another thing which is a little complicated in my end. I'll get into the execution in a bit, but the concept of the film I really enjoyed, because the film is touching on the effects of these detectives that work on these crimes, these cases of people being murdered, and how that takes a toll on them. From Denzel's character, who has been through some bad stuff, and now as he's trying to not really train up, but partner with the young guy, those demons are still haunting him constantly. And he looks at Malek, who has all the potential in the world to be the best detective, and he knows deep down that something will happen in his life, and he will be just like him, and he will have these ghosts in his closet that he will not be able to let go. That's what the movie really touches on, and that is a concept that I thought the movie portrayed semi-well. But the execution of the premise was so-so. I don't want to say that the movie was boring, but it dragged on a lot. And the performances really do give it an up, and they try their best at every opportunity to keep me invested, and heighten up the consequences, heighten up the stakes a little bit more. But I've been hearing this a lot. It seems like a carbon copy of other crime thrillers, trying to be like them, and in the end, losing its sense of individuality as a film. Your film can only be so monotonous before I start to think that you're trying to upscale better films, and your actors can only perform as well as the script needs them to be. But if your pacing is off, if the concept of your film exceeds the execution, I don't know what to tell you other than good job. And then an ending that honestly was the best part of the movie for me. What a great freaking ending that I can't touch on without spoiling. So go watch the movie and comment below, what did you think about that ending? I thought it was great. I thought it was the best part about the movie. Unfortunately, I can't talk about it. Overall, my thoughts on The Little Things is that it was an okay movie. It was disappointing. It's not the worst crime thriller I've seen, but it's also not the best one that I've seen. And the ideas brought forth were a big highlight, and it gives it brownie points for me. Things that maybe will be a little bit more controversial for some people that wanted to see a more traditional type of crime thriller. And in every way, this movie is the most stereotypical type of crime thriller up until the ending. But the acting did it for me just the execution and the pacing, the monotonous tone of the movie throughout. All in all, I'd pass on watching this movie. But those are my quick thoughts on Little Things. It is on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, go ahead and check it out. You have about a month to check it out. And if you don't want to spend your money on another streaming service, it is in theaters. It's also having a traditional release in theaters. But comment below, what did you think about The Little Things? But like always, like this video, share this video with family and friends, and subscribe to my channel. Till next time, movie fans.